It's a beautiful, sunny, cold day in Michigan as I leave my day job here. And I'm going to teach some lessons tonight. So let's talk about taking an honest approach. Now, last week, I've been having vocal problems. This sinus infection I have is it's been affecting my vocal abilities, which sucks. And last week on Thursday I went to record some demos and I couldn't get the vocal compression. I had to sing everything down a whole step, and I wasn't getting any vocal compression, so it was terrible. And I said, you know what? It doesn't have to be good. You know, it's okay to be bad. There's no shame in not being your best. Because if you understand that, where you're at, and you make improvements and you can do better, then it's all okay. But frankly, it was so bad I did not even want to share the video. I mean, it was just terrible. And yeah, I had the excuse of the sun is going to create all kinds of problems today. So yeah, I have the excuse of, you know, sinus trouble, you know, my voice isn't up to par. But I also, if I'm honest with myself, I haven't been practicing as much as I should have been. I haven't been practicing as much as usual. So it's been a while. And if I were practicing more and training more, I would have overall better vocal health and it wouldn't be such an issue. So, starting today, when I get to the studio, I'm going to do a vocal warm-up exercise for myself and get back into training. So you're only as good as the level you train to. Even if you know how the voice works, you know how to play the guitar or the piano, you know how to perform, doesn't mean you're going to perform at your best unless you're training, unless you're practicing, unless you're rehearsing constantly. So first thing we got to do is just be honest with myself and say there's a lot of room for improvement regardless of whether I'm having vocal difficulties right now. I need to improve. It's a big excuse for me not to even practice because my throat hurts. When I know that there's certain exercises I could do that would strengthen my voice and rehabilitate it. But I have to recognize that I'm out of practice. So what am I going to do? I got to practice. I got to go train. You know, it's real easy to get down on yourself. It's real easy to just want to give up and get depressed and think that you're not good. You know, especially if you've had some good performances and you've had, you know, some accolades and you have like a certain reputation to live up to of at least being somewhat good. You know, it's even harder. So it's a huge mental game going on right now, where you could just say, whatever, and get down, or you could just take an honest look at it and say, okay, that was really bad. What can I do to improve it? And you might say, wow, I've got a lot of work to do. This is too much. I can't handle it. And then you'd have to tell yourself, it's okay, one step at a time, you know? Just work on it. You know, as long as you see where you're at, understand what's causing the problem, you can formulate a plan to get better, to improve, to get back where it is. Daily vlog number 6. And it's already been up and down. I've already felt like at times I was doing the right thing, and this comes easy. You know, this is quite easy, and it makes sense what I'm doing, and I'm really enjoying this. You know, I'm not getting any views. Nobody's even seen this stuff. What am I doing? Is anybody really going to like this stuff? Am I just babbling for no reason right now? You know? I don't have a fancy video card like the other guys do. I don't have any fancy editing going on. I got too much sunlight coming in the car. I don't know what to do. It's not my fault. You know, the camera keeps going out of focus. What's going on here? You know, did I not tap that? I don't know. Focus failure. You know. I'm still learning. This is only video number 6. I think I may have corrected the problem there, but I don't know. We'll see. But I'm learning as I go. And it's challenging, it's frustrating. What seems like such a simple thing to just hit record, do some YouTube videos, piece of cake. When you actually go to do it, you realize there's a lot more to it, and it's not as easy as it looks. I'm a working class musician. I've been playing for a long time. I've been in a lot of different cover bands. I've been a solo artist. I've been in some original rock bands. I've written a lot of music. A lot of it has never seen the light of day. Some of it's gone. It's out there. It's been on the internet, downloaded, and then disappeared to where I can't find it any longer. Bands have broken up, and I don't know if they've ever recorded the songs. Been through a lot, you know, and I'm your average, you know, average Joe musician around town. Same as most of the other guys you might just see, you know, playing a guitar at the restaurant while you're having dinner, and thinking like that's what he's always done. But no, it's a lot. There's a lot to it. And it's always been a struggle, a mental game mostly. Because we all grow up in a society that, you know, it's like winning the lottery. If you, to actually get a job that you love doing, that doesn't require, you know, 10 years of sacrifice and $500,000 in debt to actually get that job, then you must have won the lottery. And all the while, parents, grandparents, everybody, every sensible person out there is going to tell you, better have a plan B. What are you going to do? It's time to wake up and pay the bills. You got to do what you got to do. And then the nonsensible people, the ones who make a living off of telling you to chase your dreams, ironically, are the ones telling you go for it. You know, and I've made a lot of mistakes along the way too, because that's what happens to me. I start a new venture, I feel good about it, I'm passionate about it, I'm continuously improving, and maybe it doesn't get off the ground as fast as I would like. I just start having some doubts. So I slow down. I start reevaluating things. And I start getting down on myself a little bit. I stop seeing possibilities everywhere. And usually end up derailing it. which is common. I think a lot of people do that. I think it's really common to get something started and then to just sort of give up on it. I'm here to just be honest for once and say I don't have it figured out. I have made a lot of mistakes, but here I am, still moving forward. So just take an honest look at yourself and where you're at. Are you doing everything you can to get to where you want to go? Or is there room for improvement? Well, obviously there's always room for improvement, right? But let's be realistic. As long as you have a goal, and you keep that goal in mind, and you keep taking little steps forward, one at a time, and you don't let these psychological tricks derail you. And it's treacherous. It's a treacherous pond out there. Because I've fallen in many times. Let me tell you. So whatever your goal is, whether it's to be an acoustic performer, singer-songwriter, write that song. Make that a goal to write a song. If you already have songs, well then make it a goal to take those songs to an open mic night. If you're already hitting open mic nights and nothing's happening, then you got to figure out, you got to look at a bigger picture. Okay, what is it that you want? Do you want to sell your music? Then you need to figure out how to get on, Spotify and iTunes, and you need to be accessible. So make that your goal, is to be accessible, grow a following. But whatever you need to do, you need to take a look at, and where are you at right now? Maybe you haven't even gotten a guitar yet, but you know you want to be a guitar player. Hey, that's great. Make that a goal. Go get that guitar. For me, I've been on a long hiatus. I've been hitting the woodshed, practicing my skills on guitar, neglecting my voice. I've even been neglecting my piano skills lately. I teach guitar, piano, and vocals, so I do get a little bit of training and almost a daily refresher. But I'm not doing nearly enough right now. Which brings me to another point too, is if you ever come to a point where you've lost inspiration, where music doesn't seem to affect you like it used to before, I've been there. I had a real tough time connecting with all of these songs that I played many times and connected with, and none of them just excite me anymore. I look at that set list, and the real reason I figured this out was because I took an honest look at myself. I'm like, why am I not practicing this set list? Yeah, things get in the way, life challenges get in the way, I don't have time, blah 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 blah. There's all that stuff going on. But when I really just asked that question, why am I not practicing these? It's because I didn't get any excitement out of it anymore. Music used to excite me. And I think about, what do I like to listen to even? And it's been a while since I've actually really just enjoyed listening to anything other than, Abbey Road. I never get tired of hearing Abbey Road. And I just listen to that on repeat all the time. But there's not a broad range of songs that really excite me. So I've lost connection there. So what I've done recently is really just think about what type of music really do I connect with, and I focus on that. So for my cover list, it's no longer about playing this song because this is what people want to hear. It's more about what do I want to play. And don't take this advice if you want to get gigs, because a lot of people are going to tell you, okay, you want to play gigs, you play what they want you to play, because that's what people want to hear. But I'm at the point now where I'm not so concerned about just getting there up on stage, you know, and singing what people want to hear. I'm more concerned about connecting with my music and expressing myself. So that's my goal right now, is I'm revamping my set list to find those songs that I really do connect with. And some of them are challenging. They are. So I have some extra work to do. So take an honest look at yourself, know where you're at, and formulate a plan to get you where you want to go. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching the video. Please hit like, subscribe, comment. Be my first subscriber. Will you be my first subscriber? Day 6 and I still don't have any subscribers. How long is this going to take? A year? 2 years? 5 years? 10 years? Maybe by the time I get 1,000 videos up, I'll just magically appear in your feed. And I'll look back at these videos and say, wow, that is terrible. But we all have to start somewhere, right? If you're a songwriter, you got to write those bad songs. And honestly, where am I at? I've written a lot of pieces of songs, but I still feel like I'm at ground zero when it comes to songwriting. Like, I still need to write my first song. So I still have 100 bad songs to go through first until I get my good song. So that's just kind of where I'm at and where I need to do, because when you get writer's block, when you don't have any inspiration for a long time and everything you sit down and play sounds terrible to you, or like it's already been done too much, it's hard to overcome that. So first we'll tackle the mental game. And the only way I really know how to tackle that right now is, like I said, to just keep moving forward. The way that mental game gets you is it makes you stop. It prevents you from taking action. And action is the real thing that gets you somewhere. So, again, here I go. But hey, let's do this together. One step at a time. Daily vlog. 5 days a week. And by golly, if we just keep taking one step forward, who knows where we'll be a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now. I hope to see you on the other side. Again, thanks for watching. Talk to you later.